Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Levon Toombs. Welcome to my channel. Salutations. I am so happy that you decided to visit and stop by my channel. Today, everything that I say on this video is alleged and it's for entertainment and educational purposes only, and it's in my opinion. The disclaimer is copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright status that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips. The balance is in favor of fair use. All right. Today I want to talk to you just a little bit about dating in 2024. You know, usually I come on and I talk about my love and marriage Huntsville, and I might still give you a little bit at the end, but I want to start it off by talking about dating. It seems like a lot of people are having a hard time dating. Some people are even saying it's impossible to date. And I don't think it's impossible to date. You could date anybody. You could just date. But it's probably difficult forming relationships. To form a relationship takes a little bit more effort. Because if you're going on dates and your energy that you bring in the room is really low vibration, that date might end up very low vibration, because the person that's in there or the person that you're going to meet is going to feel that energy that you're bringing. You know, so if that energy is careless, I could care less if we get to know each other. I'm not really serious about this. I'm just here. You know, we set a time for a date and I'm here, whether it be the woman with that attitude or the man. It's going to be a boring, and the date is not going to be successful because one person is going to feel the other person's energy. You know, I think our number one thing, or the number one thing for dating, is to already know what you want and know who you are and what you're good at. You know, already know you. Already have really worked on your self-management. Because self-management it allows you to, work on your self-esteem, goals, relationships, your values. And when you're strengthening your self-management skills, you know, you work hard on your own well-being. The person you are and how you deal with relationships. When you strengthen your self-management skills, it has immediate impact on your well-being, immediate impact on who you are and what you're doing, and on the people you're dealing with. When you're going out on dates and you don't really know, who you are. You think you know what you want and who you want and what you want in your life. But who are you? What are you bringing to the table besides stuff? You may make six figures. But bringing finance to the table is not everything that the table needs. That's not the whole dinner. That's not the whole entree. You know, in order to be the whole entree and the side dishes, you need to know who you are. You need to understand your own goals. You need to embrace your strengths. You need to know your emotions and your feelings. You need to know why you're feeling certain ways. You need to know what you're looking for. You need to know what you're good at. What do you do best and how you do it. You need to understand that even though you could be a strategic planner, you still are not going to know when certain things are going to come into play. Some things come unknowingly and you may be not aware. But if you plan for things, you make a good plan for your life, that if this should happen, I'm going to do this. If that should happen, I'll be able to do this. You're not going to have all the answers, but you'll be better prepared for things that's coming, that that may arise, challenges that arise that you have no idea may come, but you'll be better prepared for them. Much better prepared if you plan. See, if you work on you and make sure you are good, then when you position yourself to be in the places where the type of people you want to meet, if you want to meet a techie guy, you better go where the tech guys are. An engineer, you want a woman that's in the corporate world that's working with financing, you better go what she is hanging out at. You find out where the people that you want to hang out with are hanging out. But this is when you have already did your homework on you. This is when you have already pointed the finger at yourself and took a note and made a list and start checking off the things that you would not like another person to have coming into your life that you possess. Things that you know you can change. Things that you know you can fix. Making sure you're the best you can be. So when you show up at the table, you're not just showing up with the outside stuff you bring in. You got that good stuff from within inside as well to bring. You know what I mean? You're not just looking good on the outside and having finances and own your own home, but you got some good stuff inside. And all that good stuff inside, it's easy to spill over on the person that you're interested in. They can see it. They can feel it. They can understand. This has got to be what I'm looking for right here. But you must first check yourself. Y'all is dating on all these dating apps, going dating. People are not even being real with who they are when you're connecting with them. False faces, false, everything is false. The things they say in their little comment section or in their profiles, it's not even real. You meet them and you be like, is that the same person I saw? Or they get to talking and say, well, low vibrational. I thought she was one of those. She had that upbeat energy when we were talking. People can have somebody else texting you. May not even be their thoughts. Or they may not even know how to form those particular thoughts together. And you're reading them and saying like, oh, it's the one for me. And going on dates is nice. Some people need to understand what you're dating for. What is your purpose of dating? Are you dating just to be dating because you don't want to be at home and you're bored? Socializing. So you're bored at home, so you want to socialize, so you date. You have no intentions in the world of being serious right now. You ain't even looking for nothing serious. You just dating to be able to get out of the house. Some people date because they just want to find somebody they can have casual sex with. They like sex. And they want a variety of sex. So they just date different people and get what they're looking for. You have people that date for other reasons. Financial reasons even. Sugar mama, sugar daddies they looking for. Cougars. Cat daddies. They looking for some of them. People date for different reasons. But if you're dating for the purpose of getting married, if you're really dating because you're looking for your person, then you must make sure you are in the right frame of mind. You must make sure you are ready because you are going to give out what you want to receive. The energy, the understanding, the compromising, the knowing what you want, Knowing even what you do best and how you do it. Knowing how to read that intuition. Because sometimes intuition could be fear because of your past things. And you end a relationship that it ain't even like that. You got to know the difference between fear, women, I'm talking to you, intuition versus intuition. And men, if you have that anxiety about meeting people, new women because of your past or just in general, you got to deal with that. You got to know, I got to be able to be confident with who I am. A confident person, people can tell when you're confident. When you come in the room, the way you walk, the way you sit down and talk, your confidence just oozes out. Now, men, confidence and ego is a whole different thing. And women, snobbish and confidence is another thing. Being bougie is not cute at all. These are just my opinions. But I think if you're looking for you a husband or a wife, the first thing you must do is get real with you. If you're a spiritual person, you make sure you're looking for a spiritual person. When the Bible talk about equally yoked, you want to be equally yoked. And it's a real thing. You don't have to like the same things to be equally yoked. It's understanding and accepting and compromising and knowing what makes sense and what doesn't. It's not me, me, me. You're not looking for a yes man or a yes woman. You're looking for someone with understanding and have their own backbone, have their own opinions. But willing to talk about it and compromise and understand that we may disagree sometime. So we said we agree to disagree. And that can actually happen. Communication is top. And when you say communicate, that means one person talk, the other person listen. And while you're listening, you make sure you're understanding what that person is talking about before you say, okay. Don't just say, oh. Make sure you understand what they're talking about. Make sure you understand where they're going, what's bothering them, what you need to try to fix if you can. And if you can't fix that, you let them know. That's something I could do. These are the things that I'm able to do, but I can't try to do that. These are the things I know I'm good at, but I'm willing to learn something else. If you like climbing mountains and I like swimming in the lake, we're going to both have to try to learn each other's activity. Now, if you're used to climbing 5 feet and I don't even like to climb, we're going to climb 2 feet high. And if you're used to swimming across the lake and I don't like swimming, we're going to swim a few feet and get back out. In other words, whatever you do that the other person don't do, you want that person to be able to be willing to try it. I'll try it. But you don't want to force them. And certain things people just cannot do. And you have to understand it. That may be something you have to continue to do alone. And that other person got to understand, but since you don't like this, and there's no way you can do this, and I like it, allow me to do this. I'll be back. Embrace your strengths. Prioritize, your goals. Make sure the goals that you set are achievable. I'm just talking. But I'm saying that dating in 2024 is not that difficult. The people are making it difficult by going on these apps. What I would do if I was still single is I'm going to wait till I meet somebody face to face. I want to see you. I want you to walk up to me. I want you to talk to me. You know, in my face. I want to see if I even want to talk to you. Because on them apps, I don't know who I'm talking to. Them pictures don't necessarily mean it's you. Or if I do decide to go on the app, I'm not talking for no month. We talk and chit chat for a month. Then the next week we give each other the phone number. Then 2 more weeks after that we set a date. No. If I'm going to go on the app and we going to meet, we say a few words, a few things, learn a little bit about each other, give each other the phone numbers, and we have some communication, some conversations. I'm going to meet you somewhere at a real public place, real quick, so I can see if I want to keep talking to you. I'm not finna say, we should talk at least a couple of weeks to a month. For what? I could type on that computer and tell you anything. You could text me some stuff that don't have nothing to do with the person you are. But you meet them people in person and sit down and have a conversation. If you have any type of judge of character, any type of discernment, wisdom, even knowledge from gaining experience from being out there, you'll find out, you'll know, we ain't gonna make it. This not my kind of guy. This not my kind of girl. All that staying on them apps for weeks at a time. Oh, we've been texting each other for like 2 weeks now. It's going on 3. We're probably going to exchange phone numbers next week. For real? Still talking? Haven't met each other? See, when someone walk up to you that day, you have met that person. To get to know that person, now we can start dating. But all that texting, I don't think it makes sense. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And you probably got too many people faking it. Just faking it. Some of them just doing it to be doing it. Some of them make a game out of it. Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about dating in 2024. But I hope you guys have a nice evening, and I will talk to you again. We're going to continue this conversation. I'm going to do some research on it to see if I can be a little bit more helpful. Okay? Goodbye, lovelets.